Okay, we're going to find the input or the output given a graph. So what this is saying, when it says f of 4 equals what we're really doing is we know that x is 4 and we're trying to find y. So that would be the same as if I wrote out the ordered pair 4 comma and then we want to know what's y. That's what we're doing. So we go to the input, or we go to x equals 4 right here, and if I want to know the output, well, anywhere along here I know that's where x is 4, and if I go up just one square, that's where I'm at the line. So that's what we're trying to do, is what is our output when x is 4? So it's up 1, so the y value would be 1, or that point, if I were to label that point, is 4 comma 1. So the answer to A is, if the input is 4, the output's 1. Same thing with B. This is x. So if my input is negative 4, anywhere along here is my output. Well, if I go up, and I kind of got to estimate that, or you could look at the slope, right? This would be at 7. So when I have an input of negative 4, the output is 7. And then this is the opposite. This is, I know that I don't know what x is, but I know the y value is 4. So what's our input when the output is 4? If I go to the y-axis at 4, I'm looking along here, but I'm already on the 4. I'm already on the line, the graph. So in this case, my input would be 0. That's the point, 0 comma 4. My input's 0, my output's 4. So on this one, my output is 7, the y value, and we want to know what was the input. So if we go to 7, and we go along here, we see that it's that same point that we were at before. So I have to go 4 spaces to the left. So that means that the line is going to cross through the point negative 4 comma 7. Or when my output is 7, my input had to be negative 4. Same thing. So when this is my x, so I know x is negative 1. So what's my output at negative 1? In this case, it looks like it is down 2 squares to get to the line, to get to the graph. So that's the point, negative 1, negative 2. X is negative 3, so I'm going to go negative 3 here. And I want, what's that output at negative 3? It looks like it's going to be at negative 7. So I'm going to put negative 7. So the next one, I have the output of 4. That's the y. The output is negative 4, so if I go to the y-axis at negative 4, I want to know what's the x value. Well, it looks like I have to go over 2 to the left. So I'm going to say that's negative 2 for the input, because if I go to negative 2 comma negative 4, that's the point I'm naming. Same thing here, this is y, that's the output. So if I go to negative 1, I don't have to go to the left or the right. I'm already on the graph. So in this one, I'm at 0, 0, negative 1. And one more. I think I'm going to skip to number 4, because this one's a little bit harder. If we go to negative 5 for x, so I'm at negative 5 for x here. To get to the line or the graph, we got to go up 1. So the y value is 1. This is x, so I'm going to go to the 4. And my output at 4, to get to the line, to get to the graph, I have to go up 2. So that's a positive 2. Here the output is 4, the y value is 4. So I'm going to go up to 4 right here. And I have to go 3 to the right. So positive 3 for the x. That's the point 3, comma 4. Here, that's a y value also. Notice here, I do have one at 0, but I actually have 4 points here along where y is 0. So that would mean I'd have an input of 0. I'd also have an input at 1. I'd also have an input at 5. I also, if I go 6 to the left, that's on the graph too. So all of those numbers would be inputs for this graph.